I'm Lauren Friedman. In today's video, I'm going to show you the beginning of calculus. We're going to start with a little bit of factor and remainder theorem, which used to be a big section. It's not now, it's more understanding what it means, okay? And I'm going to show you something called synthetic division. Now, a factor means it goes into something without a remainder. So, if x plus 1 is a factor, you put minus 1 wherever x is and it equals 0. If f of 2 equals 0, it means wherever x is you put a 2, it's a factor. X minus 2 is a factor. So meaning, if we have this and I say find the factor, we can try f of 1. We do this on our calculator and you'll get 2 minus 9 plus 12 minus 4. And if you add this up, you are not going. That's going to be 14 and that's going to be minus 13. It's not equal to 0. So that's not a factor. If we try 2, we're going to say 2 times 2 cubed minus 9 times 2 squared plus 12 times 2 minus 4. And we can work this out on our calculator and we're going to get 16 minus 4 and we get 0. Sorry. So we've got x minus 2 is a factor. Alright, now basically when you put 2 in it equals 0, so that's a factor. Now, if you have to work this out, if they don't give it to you, you try 1, then minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3. If one of those don't work, you've made a mistake. So watch how we do synthetic division. And we do this with a cubic graph or cubic equation. And basically what it is actually finding are the x-intercepts, the roots, the solutions of your cubic graph. So we take the value that made it 0 and we put it outside and we do that. We then take these coefficients, so 2, including the sign minus 9, plus 12, and minus 4. Okay, so we've got what made it 0 and the coefficients. We bring down the first factor, the first coefficient, 2. We times it with the factor, so we bring down 2, we times with factor, so that's 2 times 2 is 4, minus that, minus 9, or add that, so 4 minus 9 is minus 5. You bring down the answer. Times with factor, minus 10, add that. So minus 10 plus 12 is 2. We then times again, 2 times 2 is 4, minus 4 is 0. If that is not 0, you are wrong. That is your test. So we bring that down, times, add. Down, times, add. Down, times, add, and that's 0. This becomes x minus 2 from there. This is your coefficient of x squared, x, and constant of a trinomial. So it will be 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. We then factorize that. So it's 2x and x and 2 and 1 and minus, and you can say x equals 2 or x equals a half or x equals 2. That is basically synthetic division. Okay, and you'll use that whenever you are factorizing a cubic. Okay, so we're going to do it again here, but here we go a little bit further. I say to you in this question, x minus 1 is a factor of this. What does that mean? It means if x minus 1 is a factor, if I put 1 into x, it equals 0. A factor means it equals 0. So let's simplify this. 2 minus 1 plus b plus c equals 0. So b plus c equals, that's 1, so minus 1, and we're going to call that equation 1. It then says to us x plus 1 leaves a remainder of 10. So when we put minus 1, we're going to say 2 times minus 1 cubed minus minus 1 squared plus b times minus 1 plus c, and it leaves a remainder of 10. So let's simplify that. That's going to be minus 2 minus 1 minus b plus c equals 10. So minus b plus c equals 13, equation 2. So we're doing a normal simultaneous from 1, b equals minus 1 minus c. Putting 3 into 2, so minus 1 minus c plus c equals 13. 1 plus c equals 13. 2c equals 12, so c equals 6. Therefore, we're going to put it back into 3. b is equal to minus 1 minus 6, which is equal to minus 7. Okay, so let's just look at it over here. It says to us find b and c, we've done it, so that's number A. And it says hence factorize completely. And hence factorize completely means we're going to be doing synthetic division. So let's do it right next to it so we can see what's going on. My f of x is now going to be 2x cubed minus x squared. B was minus 7 and c was 6. Now, they told us the first factor, x minus 1. So remember, we don't say x minus 1 here, we put the 1. So we're going to put 1 outside. We're going to put these coefficients 2, minus 1, minus 7, and 6. Now, just while we're at this, if there was a missing x squared or x term, we have to put a coefficient, so we would put 0. All right. So let's look. We bring down the first one, times, so 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1. Times 1 minus 7 is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0, so we know we are correct. That becomes x minus 1. That becomes 2x squared, so x squared, x and constant, 2x squared plus 1x minus 6, and it's x minus 1 and we've got 2x squared plus 4x minus 3x is plus 1x minus 6. And it says factorize completely, so I leave it there. If it says solve for x, we go further. If it says factorize completely and you solve for x, you will lose a mark. They'll take it off because you haven't understood what the question's asking. So I want you to go through this slowly. I want you to stop the video. I want you to practice. It is very easy once you learn how to do it. It's always confusing in the beginning, but synthetic division to solve for x on a cubic is the easiest way to go. Alright, watch the next video where we are going to do average gradient and first principles.